your prospect is someone that loves football, talk about football. If your prospect loves about policy, you have to engage it that way, so that you can find that connection between you and him. Before you know, you will become his friend. And once you become your friend, you can buy anything, buy it from you. Trust me, it's very, very useful for you to study the body language. You know, our client cannot talk too much, and you keep talking. No, now the guy will be off from you. The moment you realize that this your client is someone that's busy too much, don't give it a lot of message on WhatsApp. Good morning, it's fine. Stop asking for people's family hours or night. It's none of your business. If you send me for someone I want it, I will not listen to it. I have a place I used to keep all my voices. Maybe on my way to outside anywhere, I'll put it inside there. So I know that nobody will disturb me with calls or chats. I keep them in one chat. I have poison for like 3, 4, 5 months there. So don't send poison 10 minutes. Why? Your destiny is not in his hand now. So take it easy. I know you want to sell. I know that product is very, very important to you. But take it easy. Don't rush to sell and don't rush to buy. It is dangerous to rush to sell. If you rush to buy, you can buy empty phone in the kegger and full inside. You can buy fake phone, you can buy fake product. When you're rushing to buy, don't be over-excited to buy something. No. Sales is beyond that. Although we use it to sell, but it's not good for you as a buyer, and it's not good for you as a seller most time. Because by the time you put yourself under unnecessary payoff, you can go for the wrong product to make that your product, wrong materials to buy to build that your product, and you eventually regret it. A friend of mine is in Abuja. Is into, you know him very well, so we had a discussion. I called him guy, what led to your downfall? He said, okay, this is a very great question. Yes, I want to know. He said, do you know that after they have finalized with the perfume and whatever, they realize that there's one content, there's one of these ingredients inside that perfume. That is, I think the quantity is too much. So we started peeling skin. You have to go and throw every product away. And that is how in learning is a very good debt. Because you know the product that you have to test. I now realize that thing is peeling the skin. They later took it to the lab to discover there is a content in that the quantity is too much. And imagine see just once, within 10 seconds, them just set in. And that's what destroyed the company. He started building it to the brand back. A lot of investments, investors' money go down because of that. There is houses here that collapsed here early this year or last year, including the developer itself. Billions of dollars going down. Just one thing. You can lose your business if you get it. So you have to be very very careful to use that great thing, raw material, combine together in order to build your product. I don't have much things I have a lot to say. Go for that, please. Approaching sales as a service, asking great questions, putting yourself in client's shoes and being honest with them. Never lie. If you lie one day, that client will never buy. And if you lie to sell that product, you will find out one day. See, lying is just like a circle. If something happens, you have to create another big circle. Another thing happens, you have to create another. Before you know it, you become a politician. I'm not saying that lying, because I'm trying to be one. Please go. Please, the second slide, please. Other features of a good salesperson, you can read it. Resilience, empathy, active, tenacity, honesty, and integrity. Time management. Some people, if they tell you 1 o'clock, they will come 10 o'clock. And people that know me very well. When Madam, when she came here, she said, MK, I know you always keep to time. In fact, I was so happy because that is me. If I tell you we're going to start by 10, even if it's 2 people who start, it's me and put our bed that let's start by 10:15. It was stated that I was starting by 10. And we're starting by 10. In my own class, they won't allow you to enter that. If you like $100 million, they won't allow you to enter that class again. It is 10, it is 10. You're not baby now. We are here to learn. Are you getting it now? So please, time management. And some basic training in sales. Sales isn't really the numbers of people, but the rejection. The more they reject you, the chances of you closing that big deal. Okay, for example now, if you are selling some particular land, maybe we are selling it every day you are selling, you will use to that product, and before you know it, your brand will be well known to that particular land. You will only sell those 3 products. I don't know if I get my point now. For example now, the only thing I post every day is iPhone 6, iPhone 6, iPhone 6. Indirectly, you are registering that in your client's mindset that if you want to buy iPhone 6, contact MKH. If iPhone 13 is selling, they will not come to your shop because you are well known with iPhone 6. We call it diversification in marketing. If you know that you're not going to stick with one product, your all products must be going in line concurrently in order for people to are aware that truly you are involved in other products. But when you keep posting that particular product, it is very easy to change people's mindset about your product and about your brand. Whenever you see green, remember MK. And that is my symbol. Whenever you see green in the world, if you are thinking of loan and other, you must think about MK. And that is why you always see me most time green, around me, green. Something green must be around me. Because I'm trying to build a global brand. Whenever you see green, MK, think about my color. Are we together? Something must be able to indicate you. And there's a law, it's unexpected law. The law of cause and effect. For every event, there is a cause. Everything happens for a reason. Learn how to move on. Don't waste your time on a particular project that is not going to give you $1. There's a lot of clients that have time to start. They don't have nothing to buy. Especially ladies, they're just coming to a DM to toast you. It is fine. You must adapt to that because you're a marketer. If you don't toast you have problem. The most I tell my mentee that they need to toast you. Let them toast you. Use that toast techniques to solve for them. Tell them to father. Tell them to brothers and uncles. I mean, you still getting something like perfume and bag on your birthday. Because they want to keep that relationship to maybe you'll be convinced one day. It's part of your benefit. Only if you know how to manage them. The only thing you need how to do is to know how to communicate. Know how to manage people. I can live with a madman, and that's me. I know how to manage everybody. And that's why you come to my house with like 20 or 30 people, they can never fight. It's not possible. It's not even possible. And if I have a problem with you, the moment me and you see each other, that will be the end of that problem. Because one thing I train myself, I know how to communicate. You can't take that from me. I will convince you to see from angle where I'm saying it. I will believe in your own. But trust me, I will never promise you to accept what you are telling me. But I can give you for free that I will listen to you. I will hear from you. That one is free. But I will never promise you that I must accept what you are saying until you convince me to accept it. Because accepting what you are telling me might affect my mental brain. And once I have that in my brain, you already changed my own thinking too. That mindset is very, very important to me. Imagine telling me that being poor is normal. I can't believe that. So that once you tamper with my mental, then I will believe that being poor is normal. It's not normal. You want to enter heaven, don't be poor. Someone that is sweeping church is different from someone that built church. The Lord Saria, what name of this state? Saria yesterday, I'm there for yesterday. Rabbi donated $2.5 billion. I donated 10,000. Nobody will hear my name. If you like, go carry blood for them to start the mosque to finish, nobody will know you. But Rabbi donated $2.5 billion. Almost all the news carry it. So to make heaven, you have to make money. So imagine someone now telling me the poverty is normal. That poverty, what's the root of evil? All this stupid this thing. Money. I beg your pardon. Now, as a salesperson, I have to be very fast about it. You're very important to organization. Why? Because without salesperson, they can't close the deal. Operation cannot work. Other department cannot work. Marketing have done their job. The salesperson have to do their job by closing that deal. By the time they close that deal, then the company will have access to the fund in order to run their businesses, right? So without sales personnel, nothing called business. Okay, for example, if you are ready to hear some of your hand, please. Okay, good. Without you, there's only called real estate company. Without your sales, the company will collapse. Without you selling, no company can move forward. So you should know that you're very important to every business. So now, for example, you are important. You know that you're important now. If you don't know before, you know today. It's you that are now doing studies about your brand. When you know that I'm important to this man's life, I'm important to MKH brand. So you must make sure that that important, you must keep to that. To make sure that you remain relevant wherever you are. And also, going to the please, next slide, please. And there's a tip here, there is no limitation to what a seller or retail can achieve. Normal. So either you can sell, okay, it's my biggest single sales is 1.6 billion. My biggest single sale is 1.6 billion. That's $1.6 million. My biggest single sales. I've sold 500, 400, 300, 300. This same country that I said there is no money, and I sold to someone that lived here in the Korean shop. People are selling banana island, but you ever say you ever sold this, maybe 10 billion. You limited yourself to that. I said before I came from an environment where everything is functioning, nothing is functioning. Are you getting it now? So you don't have an excuse. We are all from the same campus level. I mean, your papa and I good day. Now, $10. Now, I didn't come. So we are the same now. Come on, are you from the kitty? A promotion. Now, also, we come Lagos for dinner. So we are the same thing. Come on, guy. So do you understand? Yeah. So, and guys, when I was in banking, my salary was 20,000. And I said to myself, I want to become a banker. And they asked me, guy, are you mad? I want to become a banker. How? How much you want to be earning? And that thing changed my life, and I used these things, SWOT, the strength, the weakness, and everything. Ask me the question, that guy, go and divine it. Relate it to your life and see what will change your mindset. And that's how everything started. I have to tell myself that guy, I have to build it. And I said to myself, if nobody ever does it, I'm going to be that first person to change what? The story of my family. And I did. Continue, please. Oh, I stated an example here about iPhone, Samsung, Benz, and group products. There are products that class that luxury. Like iPhone is class, that's circle. They try to use that product to create a circle. And what are luxury. So anybody with iPhone, you don't remember them, BlackBerry, BB. Before BlackBerry, before you send anything, you have to pin all those things they are following on this thing. You remember? So that is circle. I'm talking about Samsung. Samsung is class. When you see people with Samsung, you respect them, especially food. I get it now. The man I said I met recently was telling me how everybody uses the same phone, Samsung and iPhone, because that Samsung is powerful. So if you really want to be recognized in that class, you have to have that product. And your product too must symbolize that class. The kind of class you want in yourself, not your secondary school that you are carrying up and down. And see, Rolls Royce is extremely luxury. You can't see it everywhere. There's some car you have to pre-order. You have to see your profile. Where you acquire this fund, they want to know the source of your money before they can sell to you. So marketing can either be branding, personalities, and works, and whatever. I've said it before. Next slide, please. So in selling, you have to be a little bit better than different. Selling is a skill. You have to develop that skill. You need to start from you to yourself. Selling to yourself to get that product sold. So please, next slide, please. Because of our time. And where you can source for clients. Party, your family, environment, church. You're going to church and you do not belong to anything. And you're doing yourself. How can you be going to a church and you don't belong to anything? How will you meet people? You just go to church, you sit down there and you leave. You have to connect now. You sit down here today, don't sit down here tomorrow, go to another place. Be changing yourself every day. That's how to make money. Connect with people. And if you sit down here today, collect the phone numbers on the right and the left. If you sit down there today, collect the phone number on the left and the right. Before you know, in a month, that's 4 services, right? So that is 8 people every month. Multiply by 12. You are joking. Me, I will go outside, I will not collect people's number. It's not possible. You might even know me very well. I will greet you. Your Excellency, you look beautiful. I would like to be your boy. Can I have you? You give me your personal line. Because the way I'm going to approach you is going to please you. You can't ask for someone's number and be arrogant. I will not give you. But when you use a slow forward to ask for people's number, come on, they will listen to you. Are you getting it now? So please, the social media or whatever, anywhere you can connect with people is good for you to prospect. Next slide, please. Your responsibility as a salesperson, be knowledgeable about the product. You must be able to identify your product. Even if you are sleeping, you must be able to know, to say something about your product. Ask me any question about real estate, about the industry, about inflation, what is going on. I will tell you at least enough information to excel in whatever you want to do. Because I keep reading about it. So you are either selling value or not. Is your product adding value to people? If your product is not providing value, then you are not selling anything. Nobody just wants to buy rubbish. They want to buy something that is useful to them. People are buying property because they want to secure investment for their life forever. So if you are not selling what is going to be useful for their life, their career, nobody is ready to buy it from you. So number one thing you ask yourself question, is my product adding value to my audience? Am I solving problem? If you're not solving problem, you are here to start any business. Please, customer buy benefits and solution. People don't buy product, they buy benefits. And from here, people buy you before they buy product. So the problems such as this and okay, what are you doing now? These are the things that I've been saying before. So these are the questions you need to ask yourself. What's the value of rent? Okay, this is just an example of real estate. You want to sell a house to someone, the client need to know the value of that property in that area. How much are they paying at rent? What will be the outcome of this property in the next 1 year? The appreciation index, the price of 5 years and the next 5 years. So the comparison between the price of 5 years and the next 5 years. What's the population rate? So all these things is going to give you enough information to sell your product. Move on, please. And this particular one is about, a lot of people don't see it as marketing. You have to be creative. You have to be creative. Okay, now, you are going to mainland. You have to options. Can I go through Tottenham to Yaba because of traffic? That thing you are doing is creative. You are creative. You are creative by thinking. Like, oh, let's go through Yaba because of traffic. In order to get where you are going on time. You get to Yaba, let's go straight to 7 or let's pass through Ocean to the airport because of my flight. That thing you are doing is creative. That wardrobe, as you open my wardrobe, like, can I wear this creative? Can I wear this? Can I wear that? That thing you are doing is be creative. You have to be creative about your business. Every day, you will think of one thing you want to do. This hairstyle, this ear, this particular makeup, this glass. Like me, I love women with makeup a lot. It's to tell me that you appreciate yourself. Or if you don't use makeup, make sure your face is clear and fine. Don't just look tattered and rough. You are telling me you don't appreciate yourself, so I can never appreciate you. Use it's not about using 1 million wig. You can use one and package it very well. Like I said this before. You have perfume on 5,000. You have perfume on 100,000. It depends on how you use it well. Ordinary lot of people do not have it. It's very bad at the market. You smell bad. You have to smell nice. If it is for you to be brushing your 10 seconds because you want to talk to the client, keep brushing your this thing. And always dress and say that if you are an opportunity for you to meet the president that day, they will allow you to enter their office. Someone is going to care, just go in and say, no, you have to go by dress. What if you meet Obasanjo? And that same day we met Obasanjo we are going to Addis Ababa. This is my city, this is Obasanjo saying, and now the speaker. So I have to help him to bring out his chair very well, serve him food and everything. And he said, oh, my son, how are you? What are you doing for him? I do everything, I'm a businessman. Also, I said, oh, that's great. This is my card, and he signed, anytime you see me, you can see me. The same way I did to the Kilani, the train station, I think me and Tayo are going to where from the work, coming to Lagos. I saw him. So, I moved close to him. I collected his bag. I tell him, as I bring it. So, I take the to the station, and I pay for it. And his friend, I walked straight inside, giving first class and the special treatment. He gave me his card and his personal number. My son, anytime you want to have access to me, call me directly. There is a lot of way of connecting with people. A lot. There is a lot of way connecting with people. So you have to create it. And 3 ways of this is clear goal, pressing problems and focusing on questions. Listen to your prospects very well. Let them ask questions. Talk less. Listen to them. You are not the one buying. Why are you doing all the talk? Are you getting it now? An attitude, I will say something about attitude and character. Character is different from attitude. Attitude sell everything. You lose a lot in character. You can frame your character just to suit your prospect. But attitude will later come out. Do you have good attitude? Attitude sell faster than what you think. And you can play your game on what on attitude. If you have a good attitude, there's a tendency that you're going to sell more than enough. But you have a bad attitude. A lot of people cannot even be patient because your client is talking anyhow. So the next thing for you is pulling him back. But that's a bad attitude. And a bad attitude is just like a flat tire. You can't go anywhere. You can go like this and you come down, you fall. But you see that character, you can change it, you can manage it. I can manage your character. I bet you wear here. Do you understand? That is its own way. Or you see attitude, you cannot manage it. It is by default. It's either you train yourself to have good attitude or you have bad attitude. And with bad attitude, you may not go far in your business. Your staff will run away from you. I've seen the business that collapse with bad attitude. So please, go further, please. And because of our time, I'll just run through this and I can eventually share my slide. If I'm going to write any books, I'm going to start from this. I have 45 sales sentences that can change your sales career forever and ever. Trust me. So, never sacrifice your reputation for money. It's not possible. Don't joke with that. Your reputation is very, very paramount. I said something before. Our country doesn't have good PR. In the industry you have doesn't have good PR. Now, you two don't have good PR. That's a problem for you. I don't know how you're going to make sales. So please, especially in real estate, your reputation, anything you are doing. Someone, you are into fashion, and I tell you that tomorrow is my wedding. Instead of you to deliver today, you are telling me a story. I can never come back to you anymore. Are you getting it now? So, if what you are selling is not convincing anybody, nobody will buy it. Some people, naturally, they cannot convince someone. They will be using their statement to convince you. In fact, at the end of the day, you'll be tired of listening to them. And those things used to come from too much information. When you give out too many information, you will convince. Which one? You want, okay, I ask you because I want to buy that house in Lekki. You now send me like 10 products. No. Give me just 3 the best. 3 is more than enough. Selling 10, I have a way, and you don't want to just give me the best 3. Let me choose. You'll be the one that tell me this because you have commission here, you have incentive. You're not telling me, no, it's not like that. Make sure that you have a priority product. There's something attached to it in sales. You have priority product, and that product should be the one that you sell every time. Let it be your priority, and should be occasionally, not every day, so that you will not attach your brand to that particular product. It should be every month. I'm selling banana and this month. Next month I'm selling Ikoyi. Next month I'm selling iPhone 15. Next month I'm selling iPhone 10. I'm selling Samsung. I'm selling iPad. So have these things segments in your business. And also, marketing is about understanding your audience and problems to be solved. I've said it before. You don't need any degree to become a sales expert. It is by training. You have to train yourself. Exactly. You have to train yourself. There's a lot of materials online. Like me, I don't know how to listen or read ebooks. I'll be sleeping. But you see hard copy, once I have it, I will read. You might be a slow learner. You can buy this audio listener. You can attach it to you, and then you start listening to it. In the house, you put it on the speaker. You can buy a speaker. It's not for all these whiskey music alone. You can be listening to who. I know one thing, whatever enter your brain, stick to your brain. Are you getting it now? So people buy with emotion, then justify with logic. I've said it before. You can use emotional marketing. It's a very big industry. Emotional marketing is very, very good. Are you getting it now? You have to sell. And they use emotional marketing outside the area a lot. Because everybody is running to standardize their business. Okay, the last time I was in London, I had a problem with my SIM. I just went around any SIM vendor nearby. You know that 2 people deliver SIM to my house with 20 pounds credit. They deliver it that same day. And I have to use the first one, the one that came first. So their own is very right. So what they do now, they will not say give me offer that I can even buy 100 ahead. I mean, pay small. Different offer. So you have to be on top of your game. So, like I said, people buy emotion, then justify it. A lot of people are bought, which I said, and eventually go, so I don't even need this thing. Like this guy don't shoot mouth me, or that's what it's called emotional marketing. And self-transformation advantage, not the product. I said this thing before. Any product you are selling, anything you are selling, make sure that you highlight the advantages of that product. The value of that product is going to hard the buyer. Everybody wants to listen to what's the benefit of buying this? Why am I going for this? There are questions that will be going on. Like, why am I buying this? How do I go about it? What is even the essence of using it? I've told my client not to buy that land. You don't need it. I can tell you that you have more than 100 plots of land around it. You don't need land anymore. Start buying commercial real estate like this. Today now, our million on Dapa. After today, how many hours? This is commercial real estate. This thing might be just inverter. Are we together? How much are they consuming a day? And another person will use it tomorrow. A quote is 50 book now, go there. Put it from November to January. And a hall is 30 million to 40 million naira per day. Check everything. The same way, the same way Mr. A park, Mr. B is going to park there. Mr. C is going to park. And everybody is paying for 500 naira. That is commercial real estate. After I educated him, he said, oh, MKH, The next 5 years, I'm going to be buying commercial real estate. So you have to have the basic information for your plan. I get it now. An average fair product, I've said it before, will sell faster with the great content more than the good product with poor content. See our skit maker. We have people that will follow. See like was having right now. The guy is broke because of the content. It's the content. It's not about his clothes. The clothes is even how much. But the content is very, very rich. And millions of people are following you. Are you getting it now? I have just 5 minutes, right? Okay, please move forward, please. Okay, for that statement, when stating your price on the core marketing, be bold enough about it. Know your worth and stand by it. And that's what's the powerful of negotiation. Don't let your prospect bully you when you're pricing your product. Oh, this thing is 10 million naira, sir. No, it's not possible. Can you buy it 8 million? For someone is selling 7 million beside you, well, it's possible. The same way they're selling house in Lekki 1 billion, they're selling 300 million beside each other. The same Lekki, the same street. So there is a product, there is a benefit. My own is different from what Mr. B is selling. So house is 10,000. I'm sorry, and the only discount can give you pay now, give you 1% discount. But you now pay 23. Okay, I have 500. You don't know the what you're selling. How can you be selling something and you give like 30% discount? At a go. So definitely the worth of that product is not up to the amount you're selling. Even you need to be taken. So make sure you use the word you and yours when you are having a conversation with your prospect. So engage them very well. Let the conversation, let it flow. Flow with them. Check the way, some people like social conversation, go with them. Some people like corporate conversation, go with them. Don't switch. You are the receiver end, so you want to receive money from them. You are looking up to them. And try to reasonable high to deliver a good product. Not because someone is selling 800, but you are now selling 600. Because you are looking for a buyer. You will not deliver that product, and it's going to tarnish your image. Sell 1 million in order to deliver that product. When people are selling 70 million naira in this thing, I was selling 80 million for my off-plan project, 80 million per unit, and people are buying. And whenever they ask me, why are you selling it? They say, oh God, what I'm building is different what they are building. I'm building smart home, they are just building home. The difference between smart home and home is smart. And what makes it smart is because you are smart. That's all. And that's it. And if you ask me, the how is going to be in the next one? It's 120 million. If you don't buy, don't buy. Because the first valuation I carried out was 120 million. So I'm not even started yet. So please, it's okay to reject or fire prospect that doesn't value your time or align with your value. Everyone cannot buy what you are selling. That's one thing. Don't waste your time. Time is very, very precious to you. Move further, please. The less you care about making sales, the more you make. The sales you make. Focus on your product advantage, not what you make in return. Your commission is nothing to your personality. The money you're making now is less to your personality. Your personality will give you 1 billion. You build your brand to a level whereby investors will be able to do for you. Kenny, what can you do with 100 million? It has happened to me 1 million times. Okay, you are in Europe now. See me now, I have 40,000 pounds here. Can I give it to you? No problem, I can give it to you. How about Kenny, are you in London? No, I have $50,000. They will give you money without signing any document. A lot, they will give you money cash. A lot of people have paid money to my account. Kenny, I just paid money. Yesterday, someone paid 3.2 million. I called him, I said, I don't even know what to do with the money. Maybe when I'm back to Nigeria in December, we'll talk about it. That's all. A lot of people do that because they trust you. And you know what 3 million naira will give you between now and December? I said we don't know how to make money. And learn how to nurture a good relationship. I've said it before. Relationship is very, very key. A lot of people, they fight with people every day. I don't know their problems. Any little thing, they will block you. Any little thing, they will hold you from their career. No. Although there's some relationship that's supposed to stop at the bus stop. There's some that's supposed to stop in the classroom. But make sure you have good reputation with everybody. At least nobody shouts. Although you might not be 100%, but it will be fair enough. And okay, in summary. Okay, I said in summary, be disciplined what in your field. Because that's the one contestant of everything. If you are disciplined, that is when all these things can come to pass. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Welcome with me, MC Lively.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, CEO. That was a fantastic speech, sir. I mean, what did you learn?
I learned a lot. First of all, dress how you want to be impressed. So how do I look? And see, you didn't even tell me stuff.
Oh, you look very nice.
Tell me to do a 360 or something.
Okay, please do 360 for them, not for me, because I mean, I'm spoken for.
Don't I look good?
I did not look at your yasho. Eh?
You look good as well, MC.
Thank you very much.
Thank
By the way, you didn't answer when I asked what you learned.
I learned a lot actually. The salesperson is very important. Dress how you want to be addressed. And I think one thing that I really got was relationships you keep with people. He said something about someone that's always blocking. Small thing, I will block you. Be blocking people everywhere. And you're probably your destiny helper.
Yes.
You know? Like the chairman is actually a very, very smooth speaker. Like every word, no complicated sentences. I just felt like he should have stopped and he was like, sorry, I went to see that. I said, why? But that was very beautiful. Did you guys enjoy it? Yeah. Amazing.
Fantastic. And I also learned that we shouldn't fight.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very important not to fight.
Yes.
I mean, in one of my other many jobs that I'm doing part-time, you know, I'm chairman, does everything.
Yeah.
And so I have some other job that I'm doing part-time that, you know, I'm always going 3 times a week. Do you understand? And you guys know how petrol is very expensive.
Yeah, very expensive.
So we can't really drive. I have to take downfall sometimes to work. You get me?
Yeah.
And there's this guy, since petrol has been expensive, he's always driving his Toyota Corolla to work. Monday, he will drive. Tuesday, he will drive. Wednesday, he will drive. And our guy is always saying him. That's how on Friday, our guy say you are fired. He said, what did I do now? He said, are you not the one that is driving every day to work? He said, yes. Where do you see money that you use on life way? You must be stealing from the company. See now, that boy is looking for another work, sir. In case anybody, okay, people are doing real estate. You will not like that work. Alright, so what are we doing now, Stephanie?
Okay, so now we are going to, we'll take a short break. Give us like 1 minute to take a short break and we will be right back. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Okay, what was my drive? Has anybody ever been hungry before? Hunger don't catch you. Way of life. No, you didn't even see Gary. So, I think one of the things that drives people to do one thing is that they don't want to be poor. Like our esteemed chairman said, poverty is just your mentality. Anybody that is poor doesn't deserve, in my own opinion. You can get rich and go to heaven. You can be in the middle class and go to heaven. You can get what you want on earth here and still get it up in heaven. Are you with me? Okay, so initially, my parents didn't train me in school. I trained myself. So I started with going to buy shoes at Semeboda. My mom used to take me. She was the person who gave me my first 10,000 naira. And she used to take me to Semeboda where they sell all these shoes that had these Timberland soles that women who had children used to love them because that shoe can last for 10 years. So they would buy it. I went to Semeboda, bought those shoes for 2,500, I think. And then I came into town, I was staying in Calabar at that time, to sell them. And I remember going to what is called UBA right now. It used to be Standard Trust Bank. And I met one of these bankers, and I told her I wanted to open an account. And she said, okay, I'm too young to open. I think I was about 16 or 17 then. And she said, and I said, okay, I didn't want to open an account, I just want to show you something. And she said, what? And I opened the shoe, and she shouted. She said, where did you get this from? I said, I got it from Lagos. I wanted to say, she said, she's been looking for this shoe. And she asked me, how much is it? Remember, I bought that shoe for 2,500. Guess how much I told her? 15,000. Wow. And she said, give me. She called one of her friends. I said, wait, madam, I didn't, wait, hold on. You just said I should give you this shoe. She said, yes, give me, I want to buy 2. And she gave me 30,000. And I remember holding the money in this, and I said, is this thing this easy? Why are people hungry? If this is so easy, why don't I have food to eat? So that was one of the driving force. And being able to afford things on my own, being able to leave a legacy for myself, and also make a name for myself in the fashion industry. So I hope I've been able to.
Yes, thank you so much. Also, round of applause for that. So basically, yes, thank you. So with your background as a banker, I assume that you have years of corporate experience. What when was that moment that it clicked for you and you said, you know what, I want to be an entrepreneur and it's going to be the fashion industry?
Good afternoon, everyone. For me, I never wanted to do fashion.
Okay.
That is very striking. It just happened accidentally. But while I was in the university, I discovered that when I get my pocket money and everything, I go to Europe, I buy a lot of clothes. So when I get to school, I sell everything. Like I started selling from the first day I got to school, but it was really nothing to me. It was just me trying to double my hustle. Like the money they gave me from home to buy food, to buy everything, I used everything to buy clothes and then sell it. So, but that was just me as a student living. So after school, I started working in the bank. Then when this technology wave started, people started building things. I was like, okay, I've always had this entrepreneurial spirit in me, let me start building. So I started building an e-commerce place just like Konga and Jumia and Alibaba. So I built it. We made a lot of mistakes during that process. So like after 3 years, we launched the system and it started working. So we now said, okay, what is the highest selling category on any e-commerce platform? It's fashion. That's okay, if I can't have all the products, at least let me make some of these products and sell on this platform. So I went ahead, I started making clothes. So that was the first category of product that we listed on that platform. But one thing was very striking is that the e-commerce platform did not catch up. Now, there were two things. As at then, Nigerians, Konga and Jumia were spending money to educate new buyers, people that want to start buying things online. They were spending a lot of money to educate them. And it was quite impossible for you that don't have millions in dollars in funding to be able to move as fast as they could. But we did one thing, we built SEO into the system and so many things. Then we started getting costs. But because we could not stock goods, we could only stock clothes. So from there, we started making few clothes, then we started working. Then I started selling clothes, people started buying those clothes. People started saying that, okay, you can do this design, why not make this design for me? So that was how it all started. So then I was still in the bank then. From the people on my desk, make clothes, they say, okay, let me buy these shirts. So that's how I started my own journey. So at the end of the day, we had to kill the e-commerce business. Then we now have to focus fully on fashion. And that's how my own journey started.
Amazing. So very quick, because I was so curious. Why the name Islam? Why was it not something else? Why did you just use your name? And I want to assume that's your brother's name.
Yes, that's my elder brother's name. So this is why we decided to choose the name or why I picked the name. My brother has always believed in me, even when I was very young. When we were small, he knows I like to organize things. If we are doing anything we are doing at home, I organize everything. So when he left Nigeria, we kept doing different kind of things. So we built like 3 or 4 businesses together that has failed before then. So outside of those failed businesses is when we discovered that if nothing is going to work, then clothes is going to work. So when we came up, even the name, the Jankla, was not the first name. First it was Male with Fashion. So I just left one day and woke up and said, my brother, you are the Jankla. If it's fashion that we work, let us use our name. And that was the beginning of the name.
Wow, amazing. Please a round of applause for amazing. So the fact that you have gone through a number of things that did not work, and then you just decided that this has to work, because I mean you did a lot of research and you found that this is something that's viable and something that the market can buy into, can succeed with.
The truth is that I've sold so many things. I've always been a salesperson. I know how to sell things. Just like Kenny was saying, I sell, there's nothing I cannot sell. But one thing that fashion has taught me is that to sell clothes is different from being a salesperson. Clothes is product driven. And because it's bespoke, people are selfish about who clothes them. They are personal about it. It's not, they have to be involved in that process to make that decision. So it boils down to a lot of things. So I discovered that sales is generic, but selling for something that is personal is deeper than the regular, do you understand? So, and that was how we've been trying to build along the way.
All right, amazing. Please a round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. So now we'll move on to you, sir, Ambassador Shuemwa. So not one, not two, but you have a chain of companies. And when we talk about business in Nigeria, entrepreneurs talk about how difficult it is. So what is that drive? What is the inspiration behind setting up so many successful ventures?
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Wow, my journey in life is a miracle. It transcends my wisdom. Let me start by introducing myself. I'm Abiodun Shuemwa. I am a computer programmer, financial technology, diplomat, and computer application and online reputation management group. I'm the founder, CEO, Capital Metric Switch Bank, INET Telecommunications, Information Data Network, Silicon Airways, and Nippon Philips.
I want to
So I'm also the ambassador for Principal Technology and Cyber Affairs, representing 54 African countries at all level of governance conferences, promoting integration, sustainable development goals. Well, for me, I realized my purpose of existence, and I believe I wasn't born as a black person or a Nigerian by accident. I believe it's for a purpose which is not limited to preparing a total generation for total greatness and inspiring this generation. So I believe nations are built by exemplary men and women. It is not the work of the government alone to create businesses. The 10 people, the 10 innovators today that built the United States of America, they are from private sector. When we talk about the Rothschild, Rockefeller, Henry Ford, that invented the first car. So I took it upon myself to be an example of what a custodian of a black economical power should be, by showing the world that something good can actually come out of it, black people, and most importantly, Nigeria, my country. That's the reason I set up these institutions, and to the glory of God today, we rank among the Choice 200 Africa this year, which I'll be in Casablanca next month to represent my company. When the government talks about corruption in the land, there's no way we can keep corruption without having a seamless data of everybody. I took it upon myself, I set up a data network, which you can access any data at the palm of your fingers at the speed of light. Then, when we talk about financial inclusion, a nation where there's no credit system, it will be difficult for small business enterprise to scale through. I took it upon myself, I set up Capital Metric where we give loans to SMEs without collateral. And to the glory of God today, we have 3 branches counting. So I didn't stop there. I set up the wireless fidelity company, which is an ISP company, that's the INET Telecommunications. And we give Wi-Fi to people in remote areas. Then, among others, I have an NGO, which is the Shuemwa Empower Africa Project. Don't let me bore you with most of my antecedents. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Wow, it's a round of applause. I watched a couple of your videos on Instagram, and I found them so relatable. There was this particular one where you used rice to explain dollar rates, the foreign exchange, and all of that. And then I began to think, why did you begin to teach financial literacy, financial inclusion? Was there something missing? Was there something wrong?
Thank you. It's amazing to be here amongst everyone. Like you can hear all the panelists, everyone can tell you that most of their experiences are born out of, some are accidents, some are the will of God. God just wake you from night, then you say, start to do this. And truly, it happens for some people. And mine was born out of experience. I've been in banking for about a decade now, so about 10 years. And somehow, I was the go-to guy that everybody used to come and meet and ask questions concerning things happening in the financial world. And I spent most of my nights studying about those things. And then people come to the office, and I was the youngest, I think, in my branch back then. But I was the one that my guys would come and sit down and they ask you, okay, I heard that this news happened. What do you think about it? And I'll give my own insight. So I noticed that a number of people used to want to come and start businesses, or their businesses were failing, and they would need me to help them analyze. So I'll give them trends on, the CBN said they are coming out with this policy. Have you applied for it? There's this wave of, that the US is trying to, people in the US are looking for where they're going to put their money, and they are most likely going to come down to Nigeria in the next 2-3 years. How are you going to key into that? Do you think it's my support your business? And some of them just took up some of those advice, and it turned out successful for them. So I'm like, why not just share some of this information that I did have? And I guess it just took up from there.
Well, amazing. Please a round of applause for him. So since you began to teach financial inclusion, do you have any instance that you can share with us? Say a person or a business that, you talked about some people who were successful. So I want you to go a little bit descriptive. How was it like for them?
Okay, so started their business off like advice. So I would use a supermarket. It was actually here in Lagos. I don't know the person, she doesn't know me, and I would say, I think I was just about starting, and the lady asked me about the dollar devaluation thing, and that she didn't understand, Naira is one, I think it was about 600 then, and Naira is 600 today, and somebody just told her she should go and change $20,000 that she had for her supermarket, and it's actually a very big supermarket in one locality here in Lagos, and that the CBN governor had come out to give out this information. She doesn't understand. She's going to change that money to Naira, and she's going to go and implement, just take that money, change it to Naira so that she cannot lose. So if I lose this money, my business will go down. You understand how it is for supermarkets, because she's going to use that money to import most of her goods and still trade around. So I think I just mentioned then, I told her, okay, this is what I see in the next few months based off on this analysis. I don't think you should do this. If you do this, I feel like it should run a loss. And I can tell you that I saved her.
Okay, I'm about to resign as well. Okay, let's do this thing together. I said, what, real estate? I was like, real estate, I don't want to become an idiot, Jerry. 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. And I was still staying in the country. I want my house rent. So how will I be earning 20,000? No, it's beyond that. I said, well, I don't know anything about marketing, but I have some basic knowledge about construction. There's something you can tell me about construction, I will tell you for free. You can't do me when it comes to construction. I'll be on my laptop and I'll be telling you the right thing to be done on site. All my staff, they know me about that. I don't need any calculation. Don't tell me anything. I will tell you this thing is wrong. An architect knows me. I will condemn his work. I'm not an architect. I'm not a civil engineer. I'm not anything. I'm just a businessman. But I will tell you that the best thing to do, and that is my gift from God. But when it comes to that, I will not want to fumble. Before that day of our meeting, I will read like mad overnight. In fact, I can read my life out of the book because I'm coming to you and I don't want to be fumble. That is me. So that is because I want to be rich. I checked the entire my family. It's only one person that is millionaire in my family. Ulubi Construction Company is fucking it and nobody can hear him. We can't, no access to him. And I said to myself, what if I play this manner? Everybody have access to me. And that's my own opinion. I told my mom, I want to replace this man. You said he's our father's brother. I want to replace and everybody will have access to me. And that's what that's number one. Two, say, okay, if I'm going to real estate and I don't want to just see room and power self-content, how do I, so I have to move into the landed property set. So a lot of problems like, you told yourself to this thing, land, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm that boy that replaced that man that everybody have access to in the family. So it's not about passion. It's about my own personality. I want to be rich. And then passion came out of it.
So I feel like that's something passion. So I want to be so this is a round of applause for him. So you talk about a number of things. It's not passion first. And something I found really profound in your response was the fact that it still boils down to problems that exist around you. So you have to prefer solutions to those problems, and that's where the value would come from. Thank you so much. Over to this person. So we are in the digital age. How do you embrace technology to ensure that Person stays, at the front runner of innovation and market presence?
Okay. I was about to say praise the Lord, sorry. Let me say praise the Lord. Okay, I think it's very essential because technology, we've actually embraced technology due to the high demand of our products purchases from the online platform or the online presence that we already have. And this has caused us to import different kind of machines, lasting machines.
Okay, that's bold, and I like it.
Okay, so we've gotten a lot of machines due to mass production from our retailers, orders we get from orders we get from different online marketplaces and from our own retailers as well. For example, we just got like a major contract to make very different amounts of shoes for different designs for a particular company and their staffs. So we can't do that through the process that we used to start the business. We used to have handmade, bespoke shoemakers. As you grow in business, you don't necessarily have to do everything yourself. You employ people to perform some certain kind of tasks for you. So initially I started with 2 shoemakers, and then at some point, those 2 shoemakers disappointed me. So I was thinking, without these people, if I don't have these people to make shoes for me, what would happen to my business? My business will be put on hold. I can't move forward, I was paused, and I don't like feeling like that, where you have to depend on one person to do everything for you. You will get disappointed. As far as that person is not good, you will get disappointed. So that was the main reason why I actually learned how to make these shoes myself. I did a 1-year training. I relocated from Calabar to Lagos to do that training for myself, and I started making shoes. But like I said, as you grow, you employ people. As you get more demands, you get more purchases, you employ people. And as you're still growing, those people don't have to do all those things themselves. That's where you get machines from. Like I said, we got some lasting machines, threading machines to ensure mass production. And there's one of the things I would also want to say, there's a difference between building your business and building a brand. A brand means that your business can talk for you even when you're not there. If you see a Gucci shoe, you will know that that's a Gucci shoe. Gucci did not come and tell you, this is my shoe, buy my shoe for me. So that's one of the things that has also helped me improve skills, help to embrace technology, have a very, very profound online presence where you have commercial websites, you have your own website, do a lot of sponsored ads, and don't ever underestimate the power of sponsored ads. That has made me meet a lot of people. I saw your picture somewhere. You were holding this particular shoe. Are you the one that made us say, yes, I would like to buy 10 pairs. I have some family members that are coming into, and funny enough, people that are outside the country value our shoes that we make here more than people that are here in Nigeria. They like bespoke, natural, handmade things that we design here in this country. So if we didn't have technology, we didn't have social media, I wouldn't be able to assess those people. What social media does for you is that it makes you assess people that your legs cannot physically reach at a particular moment. So I think that's, in summary, one of the things that have helped us as a brand.
Amazing. So I like the part where you talked about learn how to make those shoes by yourself because you don't want to put your business on the road. And I think I'd like to direct, from your response, I'd like to direct this question to Mr. Kolapo. What has the place of self-development played in helping you scale your business? So you talked about starting from being a student, selling anything and everything, and then you failing at some things, but then you stayed with passion. So what did you have to learn to stay there?
Well, so the thing is, when it comes to fashion itself, I'm not technical, and I'm not trying to be technical because the first, being able to sew is just like 5% of what fashion is. It's really different from every other processes that is involved in building a brand. So when we started, it was more about getting orders and delivering, but something happened along the way. From when we opened our first store, I've always had more orders than people. I don't know how it began, but because we focus more on design. Before we started, it was just people making regular clothes, 2-piece suit, 3-piece suit, suit that people have seen before, but someone that can make it for me. Then we now started making what nobody have seen before. So our first set of customers are people that have never worn suit before in their life. So what that did for us is that we were able to acquire new people to create an experience for them. So those set of people, you can actually dictate what they would like to wear. So we were not taking from existing customer, we were creating our own customer with our own kind of design. So along the way, it's now got to a state that we started missing out on orders. So initially, we were, maybe when we get order, we write it in book, we pre-number it. So at a point, it got too much. So
it became like regular fashion retailers that we do.
yes, we almost became like that because something happened one day. I went out and somebody just called me that there's a customer here that we took his order and we've not started producing it.
Wow.
So that was shocking to me. Like, what is going to make our brand different is for us to be able to track customer journey from when they first got to know us till forever. So immediately I introduced a CRM platform. So that was what changed our business. That is what is making us scale. So as I am speaking to you, you can have we can open additional branches as much as we want because all transactions, all customer journey pass through a platform right now. So as I'm sitting here, I can tell you how many orders I have. I can tell you how many units of suits we sold last year. I can tell you how many units I can even tell you when that customer spoke with us. I can tell you for every stages, we're able to introduce technology that will cover that aspect. So once you create an order with us, you get a text message and an email. When we start producing, you get the same. Once it's delivered to you, you get the same. Once after delivery, we also send you an email that, okay, give us a rating. So that has helped us overcome any form of any kind of disappointment. Then we can track, we have data of our customer, we have everything. That's, so technology has actually helped us solve so many problems and it's getting easier by the day.
Wow, amazing. Please a round of applause for ladies and gentlemen. And at this point, I think I'd like to know if you have any questions for any of our panelists, please begin to note them down because very soon we'll take questions from this side of the hall. Yeah, so over to you now, Ambassador. Show everyone more of you. So I'd really like to know what is the concept behind your ventures, the iNet telecommunications, Capital Metric Suite Bar, Infometric Data Network, and the Silicon Airways. What's the concept behind all of this?
Thank you very much, Zainab. I think I've been able to demystify my previous response, but let me give you a little bit of more insight. For iNet telecommunications, I realized there's no data, there's no regulatory platform for data. How we use data in Nigeria. These telecommunication giants tend to take advantage of average Nigeria. That's the reason why we set up iNet telecommunications. For a young girl in the remote village to be able to have access to very cheap internet facility. For Capital Metric Bank, I was talking about financial inclusion there. We set up this bank for SMEs to be able to access loan. You don't have to be the son of someone to be able to access loan. You don't have to have a collateral since you have a good credit score from credit background check. That's the reason behind the bank. And for Silicon Airways is a private airline company driven by technology. For our PIT company, it's a company we can have minority equity shares. So in all of this, is to prepare this generation for total greatness. It's to create jobs for our young people and inspire this generation and to let go of the entire world and something good and something great can actually come out of this land. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much. Please a round of applause for you, ladies and gentlemen. So behind all of the things that I was talking about, there's a
When you are starting up a business, the most important thing for you is knowledge. And you could hear Doc when he said it. See, knowledge. The difference between you and a money bag is your curiosity. I can tell you for a fact, 10 out of its statistics that's been proven, and you guys can use it for any of your friends. If you've done any business before, that's why you hear people say that I've done this one and failed. Connor said the same thing. Doc said the same thing. You will do and fail. Out of 10 businesses, that start in a year, after 2 to 3 years, 8 of them will shut down. After 5 years, 90% of them might be shut down. So 9 of them might be shut down, 1 will survive. Now, how does your business survive? How does a business outlive itself? How does a business keep thriving? It's the knowledge. It's the curiosity that you've made. So it's not actually money. Money is the basic form that you need to get raw materials, you need to get all those other factors of production to start your business. Even if you're in real estate, money is the thing that you use to say, I'm buying a plot of land for 500,000. I'm starting up this thing for 1 million naira. But the difference between you and somebody else is the knowledge that you have. If you've acquired adequate knowledge in sales and marketing, for example, you can pitch to your friend, you can pitch to somebody. Out of 10, if you use a law of averages, for example, you can pitch to 10 people and 1 person will listen to you. Okay, man, I even try this guy. This guy don't worry me. It's because of that knowledge and that conviction that you have. That's why you are going to meet somebody and tell them, okay, just give me this 500,000, I'll surprise you in 6 months. So I would say the curiosity and that knowledge is the most important thing that any entrepreneur or anybody that's starting a business should start with.
Wow, amazing. So basically, entrepreneurs should be curious people. But I really want to know, in terms of their business finances, Palako talked about having to introduce a CRM platform where they had to use to track their orders and all of those things. So in terms of, like I say, bookkeeping and all those things that they're little, but they're very important. So what's that starting point for an aspiring entrepreneur?
Okay, I would say bookkeeping and being able to track your expenses. So for every small business, you notice that you are lean on cash, and you should be able to track your expenses. I'm spending after 1 month, I'm spending 200K on fuel, but I'm spending 200,000. I'm checking my own cost. So if I would say anything about your finances, you should check how you can track your expenses. But the money had to come by. So the major thing is being able to, and that's where the banks come. And a lot of banks are offering those services, and a lot of fintechs too are offering those services for you to be able to track your expense. If you can accurately track your expense, anything you don't track, you can monitor. So if you can track your expense, you know where to cut, you know where to add. You can tell that, my ads are doing well, so I need to put more money. Where can I take my money to put into that? If you don't have that tracking, you won't be able to minus and add. So I think your tracking is the most important thing.
My name is Dr. Maybe Kende Ahmed. This is just a platform just for everybody to learn, especially if you aspire to be an entrepreneur. Using my journey and every other people I knew in field of entrepreneur, that's how have they transformed from zero to wherever they are, and that will help someone out there. I don't need to help people; just one or two people is fine, and it's why become something big like this. But I'm happy. I can see that from people say that I actually learned it. Because everyone how they're speaking today, I've learned one or two things from them, and that's what I have to bring them together and to dish out that wonderful information they have in them. My experience is wonderful because I learn every day. I inspire myself every day before I inspire others. So I'm the first class version of myself. I learn from myself, I equip myself. So I build up myself every day. So I mean, based on our journey so far, I can tell you that we are fantastically doing well. In fact, the journey has that we had with just short period of time. What we have right now is as if we have been in this for over 2 decades, and it's less than that. But amazingly, and our journey is going to be more inspiring order because we have not even started yet. We are still going to make use of technology more in order to advance our goods and services. Because real estate is beyond just selling a property. Real estate is now basically finance and recent development. Yes, of course, it's definitely affecting our economy, our businesses. Money coming to real estate is excess money. If you are not if you are not well fed, will you buy property? You can't. So definitely, the purchasing powers are drastically low. But do you know the good news? Real estate never fail. By the time we bounce back to the market, the price will increase. Because of economy is not stable, we can't increase the price. The property always give additional money, additional value. So if either you sell now or you sell later, you're still going to make your money. And that's the beautiful part of real estate.